Hi Virgo, welcome to your mid-month readings. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. And if you would like a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. So Virgo, I do feel that this mid-month of June brings certain questions, and I feel that some of you are torn, very torn, in a very on and off kind of way between the closing a chapter or closing a situation in your life or continuing with it. The future and the past seem to be a little bit at odds with what you currently understand of the moment you are in. I feel that some of you just don't know what to do, period, about whichever you are concerned with. Relationships seem to be a focus, but also how to free yourself from burdens, from responsibilities, from work and career prospects that are not fulfilling to you. I feel that some of you don't know the way to find that hope that you are looking for, to find those answers, to find that clarity. It's like there's a lack of hope, or you just don't see where you can look, where you can reach, that certainty of what to do, which is interesting because we all know there's no such thing. I feel that some of you are just looking too much here to answers that you need to find here, and that's your problem. That's why this Two of Swords is your main opportunity. Is an opportunity first and foremost for some of you to understand where you have been in denial about things that call upon action, things that call upon decision, things that call upon you having a voice, you having to affirm yourself, saying yes or no. I want this or I don't want this. I feel that some of you are really, one day you are closing the book. This is exactly what I see. I see a person closing very decided the book, and then 5 minutes later it returns in a state of anxiousness opening it. So for me, this means that you don't know what to do about something that may be related with the past and the future, and it brings you to the halt in the present, because you don't know if you should take it, because for some of you it may be burdensome. It may be something that it's not easy to take. It may be something that unconsciously it carries weight and it burdens you and it keeps you from reaching freedom. But it could also be that it's just you are afraid of taking this with you or continuing with this because maybe you don't have enough hope of what it could be, or the potential that it has right now, what it could grow out to be, because your hope is clouded. Your way of trusting the potential ahead, the future potential of a certain situation may be very clouded, and you may be afraid to get hurt, and this creates this Two of Swords. I feel that until the new moon, which is around the 24, 25, I believe, of June, take some time to deeply meditate about this issue. Take advantage of this waning moon until the new moon, where things are decreasing. It's time to let go, it's time to release, it's time to heal, to rest, and get ourselves ready to what we want to do in the next new moon cycle. So this is the perfect time until the new moon to really consider what it is that you are so indecisive about and why, to get to the roots of it. But your mind is at a debate. Okay, there's a stagnation, there's a blockage in your mind that keeps you from reaching the heart because you are afraid, some of you. That's why she has the swords, crossed, protecting, or supposedly wanting to protect the heart. I feel that there's two possibilities here. I feel that some of you don't know what to do about love and relationships, and so you don't know if you want to continue in a relationship or continue with something about relationships and love, or if you want to leave it behind, if you want to free yourself from it, if you want to close the book and be done with it. I feel that that answer nobody can give you, for sure. I feel that that's exactly the point here, is that you need to, in your space, in your rhythm, with your own, in your own ways, okay, that make you feel comfortable, slowly put those swords down in a place, in a moment that you feel safe. That's the thing, is that you need to feel safe. Understanding that is important to feel less fear of tapping into the truth. Be safe, be in your comfort zone, but mentally allow the swords down gradually, okay? And then reach the heart. Put one thing that is so simple to do is just to put your hands in it and allow the energy to do its work, and allow your mind to be silent, and any other voices coming to you are coming from your heart, are coming from spirit, are coming from your guides, are coming from that emotional place that you have so much difficulty in trusting. And as you do this, write it down, record it. This is just an advice, of course, that many of you won't do that and won't feel the need to do that, and you will just naturally find your way of making a decision, or not, or continuing this way. But I feel that some of you could really benefit from this, just placing your hands in the heart and trying to understand what it is that it makes sense for you there, what it is that you need. Some of you don't want to give voice or behave in accordance to what you truly need emotionally, because mentally that puts you in a position of fear. So it creates debate. Making no decision is a decision. We all know this. So don't allow others to make choices for you. Have a voice, have a saying. And this applies to love, but to work as well. They could be as well here, to family, to what we want to do for yourself, anything. Just follow your heart here, because the mind will just keep you in a place of division. I feel that some of you, again, need to work on this division and understand why you have some of you so much fear of deciding. Some of you may have opportunities of love around you, and you may not giving it again a chance, because you're throwing yourselves here in work, in responsibilities, you can see like both cards is very funny. So she's blindfolded, and this one has the view completely, blocked because of the load he's carrying. But for me, it's like he's throwing his sight, which is such an important part of ourselves, an important part of our beings to have working, into work, fear, responsibility, duties, obligations. Where is the happiness? Where is the relaxation? Where is the freedom to just be, to just exist? Aside of all of that, of course, no life is perfect. Of course, there's always situations that will create a tendency to do this, to be afraid, to be consumed with responsibilities and expectations and problems that naturally arise. But when we start doing this, or just be so focused on this mentality, it starts becoming like a snowball. Then when the problem ceases, when things are okay, you can no longer see beyond that, because you're always preparing yourself for the next one. So I feel that some Virgos need relaxation, again, to find that place where they feel that they can be with themselves safely, with no fear, with no voices around, with no, nothing to question the validity of how you feel, or of how you truly want to do something. And I feel that some of you have a lot on your plate. and you are consumed with how to change your reality. So others of you want to change your realities. Yes, you do, but you just don't know how to do it because everything seems a struggle. Everything seems heavy. Everything gives a lot of work for Virgos. So this is the advice. Trust your nature, which is this one exactly. Trust your capacity to work on situations with grace, to resolve conflict, to resolve anything that is happening right now with you, with grace, with discernment, with maturity, because you know who you are, and you know what you can do, and you know what you cannot do, and remaining grounded on that place of integrity, on that place of self-knowledge and self-awareness is going to go a long way in the results of what you're so afraid to choose or decide upon. I feel that some of you, the issue, the deep down issue here is really the lack of hope. You don't see the way because you're not putting your eyes into it. How can you see if you have your vision blindfolded with illusions, which for me here are really about control? I feel that some of you are having some problems about losing that control. More than fear, I feel that there's a control issue here that keeps you from taking a risk, which may be taking a risk again about your happiness or about fulfilling your heart's needs and your heart's desire. Not everything is about work. Not everything is about you needing to be the carrier of others' problems. Not everything has to be about others' happiness or what will please others, but what will please you. I feel as well that some of you, that's why there's this advice. Spoil yourself. I know it's hard. I know you have a lot on your plate with that 10 of Wands. You have a lot of work to do. Maybe you have a lot of responsibilities and you feel like you cannot stop and smell the flowers. But if you just dare, even if just 1 hour a day or 1 hour per week, if you just dare to take one moment just for yourself to breathe, to relax, to beautify your being inside and out, you will feel marvelous, and you will feel that maybe that hope that you don't see anywhere, or the way out, the explanation, the decision is yours. The decision to relax, the decision to be happy, even though there's a lot of problems, even though there's a lot of chaos, because you have hope in who you are. You have hope that everything will be okay, even if it doesn't fit, you know, the initial expectations of the situation. I feel that some of you will kind of develop yourselves to this 9 of Pentacles, which is to be at whole with who you are. I feel that some of you have very gracious and profitable prospects in terms of career and money. I feel that some of you are well appreciated and well recognized, and you may not feel that way. You may not feel that others see you, but they do. And I feel that there's a lot you can still do in terms of work and finances that will kind of give you some boost, you know, of confidence about who you are. And when that confidence is there, no longer you will have to deny yourself things. Happiness, relaxation, shopping, buying something for yourself, you know, doing something as futile as it can be for yourself, or loving someone, allowing someone in. So I hope you have a great mid-month. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And hopefully we'll see each other soon.